You will learn how to use React Navigation native stack, button tab navigator, and how to link them by creating a simple application in React Native. We open a new terminal and initialize an expo project using npm. Select the TypeScript template. We open an Android or iOS emulator depending on the platform on which you write the code. We are running npm run Android or iOS and we are ready to start. We will now install the React Navigation native package, the React Native screens, and React Native SafeArea context utilities. You will find all the commands used in this video. Removing the style applied to the view, we can see how the text is displayed above the status bar. To solve the problem, we use the React Native SafeArea context package that we have just installed. The entire application must be inside the provider, SafeArea provider, and the content in SafeArea view instead of the simple view from the React Native. To start the example with React Navigation, we need to install native stack. React Navigation also offers a provider called Native Container who must wrap up the entire application. The navigation container is responsible for managing your app state and linking your top-level navigator to the app environment. The container takes care of platform-specific integration and provides various useful functionality. Create native Stack Navigator is a function that returns an object containing the properties screen and navigator. Both of them are React components used for configuring. Native Stack Navigator provides a way for your app to transition between screens where each new screen is placed on top of a stack. This navigator uses the native API's UI navigation controller on iOS and Fragment on Android, so the navigation built with Create Native Stack Navigator will behave exactly the same and have the same performance characteristics as apps built natively on top of those APIs. Because we use TypeScript, we also define the list of parameters of the navigator, which for the beginning will have a route called home, which is the key of the object, and the type is undefined, because this screen has no parameters. If it's a little confusing at first, you'll understand what it's all about. A navigator can have an initial route, home in our case, and more screens as children. A screen must have a name and a component defined. By convention, we'll call it home screen. And for now, this is a simple component. Great! The stack with the single screen home screen appeared in our emulator. We can configure home screen using the options property, the most common being title. We add the second screen, details screen, which will have the random color parameter. The details screen does not appear because we do not yet have a method to navigate to it. We will add a simple button and use the navigate function. Each screen receives two parameters, route and navigation. To be fine with the types, we must use native stack screen props. The configuration of a screen can be done even after the component has been mounted. For example, in Details screen we can change the options to set the style of the header after component did mount. Header tint color is used to set the title color, header title style to define title styles, and header style for properties such as the background color, which will be the value of the random color parameter in route.params. Great, now the header is red, the same as the random color, which for now is a constant. We can also navigate back by using the go back function in navigation. From any screen in this stack we can reach the first one using the pop to top function. Let's create a utility function that generates a valid color in RGB format. To add a color changing button to the right of the header, to call the getRandomRGB function, we can define a function for the header right property to return a button. We are now studying the tab Navigator. This is an independent example from the native stack, but you'll notice a lot of similarities. Tab Navigator is available from the React Navigation bottom tabs package. This time we will have two tabs, Home and Settings. If you want to set the same properties for all screens in a Navigator, you can do so using the Navigator Screen Options parameter. An iconless tab is horrible, so we will add the icons. For each tab or screen in the Navigator, we will define a function that receives three properties: focused, color, size, and we will return an icon from the material icons package. That's it, you've learned how to create a native Stack Navigator and a button tab Navigator. Next, we will link them so that the Home tab displays the native Stack Navigator. The only key part of this is replacing the Home tab screen component with the Navigator, native Stack Navigator from the example of the beginning. Most of the time we want native stack header to be visible, so we can hide tab navigator header by setting header shown to false. What application do you want to build using React Native navigation? Write the answer in the comment section. I hope you learned something useful and I invite you to subscribe, like and share. If you have any tips, share them with us in the comment section. Let's grow together as developers and thanks for watching!